Alright guys, hope you're all well and welcome back to another video, and today's going to be my Blu-ray DVD collection for 2025 and horror part 2. So yeah, we finished on the P's the last time, so getting straight into the R's. So at first we have the Resident Evil collection, of course, Resident Evil from 2002, with Mila Jovovich and Michelle Rodriguez. Great movie, of course. The start of an absolute hell of a ride franchise, if we could say. Resident Evil Apocalypse from 2004. Resident Evil Extinction from 2007. And then Resident Evil Afterlife from 2010. My favourite of the bunch. Resident Evil Retribution from 2012. Really good film, this one. I really enjoyed this a lot. And then Resident Evil The Final Chapter from 2016. This is a very good movie. I love this one a lot. I actually really enjoyed this. Good movie from what I remember. It's a good ending to Mila Jovovich's character. And then, of course, we have Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which is just basically a reboot. So I wonder if they're going to do any more Resident Evils like this one, so straight after this one. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens in those. Then, of course, we have my animated Resident Evils. So Resident Evil Degeneration from 2008. Resident Evil Damnation from 2012. This was alright-ish, I guess. And then, of course, we have Resident Evil Vendetta from 2017. I really enjoyed this film a lot. Good film. Got Chris Redfield in this as well. So you got Chris and Leon helping out, teaming up together in that. And then we have Resident Evil Death Island from 2023. Really enjoyed this film a lot. Love that. Good movie. I love the animated. Hope they make more. Okay, next we have Saw, the complete collection, of course. I'm a huge Saw fan. Saw 2004, Saw 2 2005, Saw 3 2006, Saw 4 2007, Saw 5 2008. Saw 5 has got my favourite trap in this with what's his name, Seth Baxter. I love his death on the pendulum. I love that trap. It's my favourite trap of the whole franchise. Saw 6, which is my favourite of the bunch. It's a bit odd saying that when you said that Saw 5 has got your favourite trap, and then Saw 6 is my favourite of the franchise. It's a bit, but it's alright though. And then Saw 3D, or Saw The Final Chapter. And of course it wasn't, obviously, because, well, if it was, then how come we had Jigsaw? Good film. I actually watched this in the cinemas a few years back with my neighbours. This was my first actual horror film I watched in the cinema. I think it was. Yeah, it was, actually. This was my first ever horror film I watched in the cinema, because I never watched a full-on horror in the cinema. And I was like, oh, do you know, I am definitely going to go and watch it. And it was a good film. I really enjoyed that. So I remember watching this with my neighbours. My neighbours are big horror fans. They started me off quite easily with horror films. And I'll show you what I started with later on. So that was Jigsaw. And then after Jigsaw, we had Spiral from 2021. Bit gutted I didn't see this in the cinema because, well, what happened? COVID. There you go. Corona fucking virus. That happened. So I didn't get to see that in the cinema. I had to wait for it to come on a streaming site. And when it finally did come out, I was watching it and I really did like it. I enjoyed it. I don't know what's going on with Saw now. I think a few people have said that Saw has gone a little bit downhill, but it's good though. But I still like it. So that's Spiral. And then, of course, we have Saw 10, which is a fantastic film. I loved that trap, but the Hoover trap. I didn't think it was going to be an actual trap, but it actually ended up being a trap. But it was like a thought of it. So, like, Jigsaw, John Kramer had an idea of having someone's eyes get sucked out of the Hoover because he saw like it was about basically a cleaner comes into the room and he cleans the room, but he goes in and steals something, and then he decides to think to himself, what would happen if I torture this man and sucked his eyeballs out? That was a fantastic scene. Highly recommend watching now. Oh God. I remember my cousin watched it with me in the cinema, and of course what happens? My cousin Morgan hides behind me after watching all the gory stuff, it's like, oh God. But I cannot wait for Saw 11. Saw 11, can't wait for that. Okay, next we have my Scream trilogy, of course. Scream from 2000, Scream 2 from 2000. Alexa, what year did Scream 2 come out?
The film Scream 2 was released on the 1st of May 1998.
Oh yeah, so Scream from 1996, Scream 2, 1998, Scream 3. Alexa, what year did Scream 3 release?
The film Scream 3 was released on the 28th of April 2000.
So Scream 3 from 2000, which a lot of people did not like. So yeah, I like them all, though. They're okay. The first two are great, but the third one was all right. And then Scream 4 from 2011. I really enjoyed Scream 4. Really gory. Love that. That was a bit of Ghostface. And then Scream 5 from 2022. Really enjoyed this film a lot. This one has Jenna Ortega, of course. I love that. And then a year later, we had Scream 6 from 2023. So, yeah, I love the Scream franchise. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in, what's it called? Hopefully when Scream 7 comes out, it'll be good. But will it be the last one? I don't know. Hopefully we'll get to see an 8. I'm hoping to see like maybe a few more, like maybe 8, 9. Yeah, it would be interesting. Up next, we have Scout Skype to the zombie apocalypse, of course. Yeah, good sort of zombie comedy. Yeah, really good film, that. Very funny in parts. Next, we have Shaun of the Dead. Really good movie. I love this film. Big fan of this film. From 2004. They got the year wrong on the case. They put 2000. It's 2004. That came out 2004. So that was 21 years ago. Next, we have Silent Hill, of course. Great film from 2006. A really good movie, of course. And then we have Silent Hill Revelation from 2012. Next, we have Snakes on a Plane. Really good movie, of course, from 2006 with Samuel Jackson. Good movie of them. Good film, that. I like that a lot. Right, we're nearly done here. Splinter. This film is very good. I really enjoyed this film a lot, really. Really enjoyed this film from 2008. Stitches. Really good film, of course, from 2013. Really good film about a clown entertainer who sadly gets killed accidentally by landing on a knife in the dishwasher. and then he comes back from the dead and then gets revenge on the teenagers who are now on the kids who are now like teenagers. A really good film, that. Love that a lot. Next we have Tarot. Yeah, good little horror film about tarot cards. A really good movie about a couple of friends who stumble upon this box and find tarot cards, and every single one of them, the tarot cards tells their fate, and they think, oh, they don't believe it, and then all of a sudden all these mysterious spooky things happen and they get killed by their predictions. So it's good though that the tarot cards are reading their deaths. So yeah, it's good film now. Good film. Next we have The Tortured. Yeah, good film, of course, from 2009. Good movie. Yeah, really good. Okay, next we have my Underworld collection. Underworld from 2003. Kate Beckinsale. Underworld Evolution from 2006. Yeah, good. Is it 2006? I think it's 2006. Yeah, 2006. Yeah, good film. Underworld Rise of the Lycans from 2009, which this one has a burn on it, so I'm gonna have to get another copy of it soon. Don't know when, but I'll get another one. Next up is Underworld Awakening, my favorite Underworld at the moment. Still my favorite. Good film from 2012. Really good movie, that. And then, of course, we have Underworld Blood Wars from 2017. I really enjoyed this film a lot, actually. Really good film, that. Love that film. Next, we have Wishmaster, of course. Yeah, classic from 1997. And Wishmaster 2 from 1999. And then Wishmaster 3 from 2001. I enjoyed that film a lot. And then Wishmaster 4 from 2002, which was a very good film. Yeah, I love Wishmaster. Wishmaster, I started watching the Wishmasters, and this is how I got into my horror my horror collection. I started watching horror films when I was 18, and as I mentioned before, my neighbours are horror fans. And when I was 18, they said to me, when you're 18, then you can finally come over and start watching them. And that was and Wishmaster was my first proper go into the horror genre, and I got into that genre by watching Wishmaster. And then a couple of years later, my horror collection grew and grew, and it has still grown, you know. So that's all the Wishmasters. And the final horror films I have are Zombieland from 2009 with Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, and Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin. A nice appearance by Bill Murray. And then finally, to top off horror, we have Zombieland Double Tap from 2019. And there we have it. That's the horror section all done and dusted. So that's the end of that collection. So up next, we'll have a look at my Mafia section, which should hopefully just be one video because it's quite small. So thank you for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye.